Hello and welcome back. I think it's called the Windblume event is here. So I'm doing that. Mondstadt actually looks very springtime-ish. That's what I'm doing. I'm just checking out the Windblume event. And then maybe I'll do some story quests if I have time. I don't know.
The Windblume Festival is a Mondstadt tradition, a festival of love and freedom. It's a time of celebration and partying in the city. At this time of year, we offer windblooms to the great animal Archon Barbados as a sign of reverence and love. We also give flowers to our beloved, a very important tradition. My shop is bursting with customers every windbloom. I guess it's a nice problem to have. The windbloom is the symbol of this festival, a flower that represents freedom and the spirit of the wind.
So, what does a windbloom look like?
That's a long story. My grandma said that even she hadn't been born when the windbloom first appeared. It must have been hundreds of years ago. I don't know why exactly, but everyone seems to choose dandelions when they want to give a gift of windblooms.
So, in other words, for the people of Mondstadt, windbloom means dandelion?
Something like that anyway. At least, that's what we believe in my family.
Incorrect. I
Okay.
heard everything you were saying and couldn't help, but you were talking about windblooms, yes?
It's Quinn from the fruit stall. Wanna join us?
No.
Oh,
I'm
for
just
some
here to
reason I
set the
thought this
record
was
straight.
just some random.
Windbloom doesn't mean the dandelion, but
Apparently we
the
know him.
windwheel aster.
Greetings to
Sure.
you too, Quinn.
Flora, surely there must have been plenty of customers buying windwheel asters from your shop recently.
Uh-huh.
You see? We loyal Windwheel Aster advocates are upholding our economic duty. The Windwheel
Okay,
Aster
is this
both
just like a
symbol of
fight
Mondstadt
between
and
flowers?
an embodiment of the windmill, representing
Which is
both
the most
wind
important
and freedom.
flower?
That's what makes it the one true Windbloom. Who's with me? Windwheel Aster, the true Windbloom.
Oh? Are you sure about that? Bee! You're here too! The Windbloom. Isn't that the Cecilia?
What is the Cecilia
Really?
again?
Oh? So,
Don't remember.
a Windbloom is a Cecilia? That's the first I've heard of.
What? Don't be ridiculous! Listen, yes, there may be some controversy over the definition of Windbloom, but it is the widely held belief among the people of Mondstadt that the Windbloom is the Windwheel Aster, not the dandelion. There's history to both flowers. You'd know if you asked around. And as for the Cecilia, give me a break.
What?
Just dropping the facts over here. No need to look at me like that.
You... Oh, whatever. I'm not talking to you.
Huh? B? Weird.
What is
What's
happening?
up with her? Did I see something wrong? Windbloom is as Windbloom does. What can I say?
What?
What does that even mean?
Stop arguing already!
Maybe I should
I have no idea
go
what's
and
happening.
apologize to her after closing. I don't understand why she's upset, but what I do know is that I will have to apologize regardless. That's life, I guess.
Aw, seeing them together like that really gives me that Windbloom feeling.
Really?
Freedom, the animal Archon, sweethearts.
Yeah, that sounds great and all. But none of you can even agree over what a windbloom is.
You're right. But isn't that typical of us Mondstadt folk?
Oh, I can't do it. Okay, what quest do I have to do then? Is this the Venti quest? I've only done this a tiny bit. Only because I've done it on accident while I haven't been recording. I guess we gotta finish this before we do the Windbloom stuff.
The thing about wine is, you have to drink it at the tavern, or you miss out on half the fun.
Seems to me you'd find some way of keeping yourself amused even if you drank alone.
That is a
If I
big
didn't know any better, I would say
thing
you're
of
being
beer.
deliberately uncivil.
Just drink responsibly on my premises, okay?
Yo, he looks very unimpressed. also like how there's just Venti casually staring at him in the background. That's
Oh,
nice.
and if I did have one too many, what then? You'd throw me out along with the trash, is that it?
You probably
Throw
would.
you out?
You know, the same way you threw out Father's legacy. You sold off his mansion. Or maybe you've forgotten.
Oh no, I feel like I feel like I'm watching like my friend's siblings fight. You know that awkward feeling you get? It's just, no, I don't like it.
I see no reason to cling to things that have outlived their purpose.
Is that so? Then I trust you
They
were most
siblings?
swift indeed to part with a certain vase.
Sorry. I have no recollection.
That's odd. Master Diluc, I'm sure I saw such a vase in your home. A beautiful one. Unmistakable, in fact.
Seems our suspicions were right. Grown-ups don't appear to have imaginary friends.
Like I said, a lack of childlike wonder.
Seems adults are the same everywhere.
So people just stop dreaming when they grow up? Okay, well, Paimon for one never wants to grow up.
So you're still a child, Paimon?
This raises an interesting question. At what age exactly do people's imaginary friends disappear? Let's go
It
and check.
depends. That's a pretty simple question. Excuse me?
Jean, what is Jean doing here? Is Master Jean Ellen's imaginary friend?
Ellen is really determined to become a knight.
Yeah, she's so conscientious. It's terrifying.
Huh? Oh, hello. What are you guys doing?
Are you always training here?
You bet. Today, I heard Stanley talking about his adventures. It was incredible. It got me
This
really
is kind of
pumped up.
weird. She's supposed to be a child and she looks like she's fully grown.
Oh, I hope I can be as outstanding as him one day.
So that you can fight shoulder to shoulder with Master Jean?
I mean, obviously I want to become a knight. And if I got to go on an adventure with Jean herself, well, even better.
Seems Ellen really looks up to Jean.
There's nothing wrong with
Oh,
that.
Thanks. I was thinking, it's not every day I get to hang out with the honorary knight. Would you join me for some sword training? How can I smash all these training dummies at once?
Oh my gosh, I've done this before. I know exactly what to do.
Out of the way! So
Yes.
that's how to do it. I'm impressed.
I know you are.
Oh, thank you. It's clear I still have a long way to go in my training.
So modest. I, for one, think you're quite the pro at this already.
Have you seen her train?
Well, I'm exhausted from training, so clearly my fitness needs some work. One day, though, I'll smash all the training dummies in Mondstadt.
Ellen,
Nice.
Ellen, she's our girl. If she can't do it, Hilly Churl.
What in the world, Paimon? No, stop.
Thanks. Shoot, I got so caught up here I forgot there's something I was supposed to do today. Ugh, but I'm so sore from training. I can hardly move. Honorary Knight, could you deliver a message to Jack for me?
Sure, where is
He's
he?
gone adventuring at the Temple of the Lion with Stanley today. Stanley's a truly legendary
What is this
adventurer,
all supposed to be
renowned in
about
all of
anyway?
Mondstadt.
I have
He
no
once
idea
set
what's
foot in the
happening.
Mare Javari. We were gonna meet up tonight and discuss adventure plans. Could you let him know it'll have to be another day? Great! Thank you so much.
There we go. Now we can do it.
Don't depart. What are you up to? What's with all the people?
Or probably... Is that Bennett? What is he doing with his head? I'm kind of scared. He looks like he's just trying to unclog his ear.
Aha! You're right on time. Take a look at my students. What do you think? Not bad, eh?
Wait, what?
You mean the people anxiously scratching their heads?
Oh, that's what he's doing.
Anxiously.
Oh.
Why, these people are deep in concentration, diligently searching for heartfelt rhetoric to convey their romantic affections.
Okay then, Venti.
Seems a bit suspicious to Paimon.
Well, I need to
So,
sneeze.
I guess you've already found out about the Windblume Festival then.
Yes,
How
we
are
did.
you finding Mondstadt in such a festive mood?
I'm not sure how to celebrate the festival itself.
Paimon, what about you?
Paimon could be persuaded with some delicious food-related bribery.
Ah, I think you'll come around then. Speaking of which, I'll bet you two don't have a lot on your plate right now. Loafing around all day, no commissions to take or people to help. If you've noticed that, then
Wow.
congratulations! You've taken your first step toward understanding the Windblume Festival.
Probably just like a day off or something like that.
Oh yeah? Hey! Why do you sound so pleased with yourself?
The Windblume Festival doesn't just belong to the Animo Archon, but to all Mondstadt citizens looking for love. Anyone who wants to find love must do everything for themselves over the festive period. In addition, many people take this period as an opportunity to resolve other matters of the heart. It's not surprising that you two haven't been able to find any commissions. That's just the Windblume Festival tradition, but don't you worry. You won't feel
Interesting.
lonely while I'm around.
Okay.
On that note, I think it's about time you two got a deeper understanding of Mondstadt's culture and customs. I need a couple of assistants. What do you say?
Assistance? What kind of assistance?
See these anxious-looking folks here? They're looking to learn the secrets of love, so they came to me to learn how to compose love poems. I accepted, of course, because I was only too happy to charge a tuition fee. Soon, they'll come to me in turn and pour their hearts out, telling me about their romantic trials and tribulations.
Why is
Then
Bennett
I'll give
here
them
then?
suggestions based on their individual circumstances. At least, that's what I was going to do. But, having seen you two suffering with nothing to do, I think I'll let you handle it instead. You've traveled far and wide and seen so much, it would be a waste not to put those experiences to good use. They could use your help.
Ugh, save us the nonsense. You just want to speed up your sales. That desperate for Mora, huh?
There are limited edition wines for sale during the Windblume Festival. I need every last Mora to make sure I get my fill.
Okay. Okay, Venti. That's that's
Uh-huh.
nice.
Spoken like a true drunkard.
I agree,
All right
Paimon.
then, let's
It
get
actually
started.
makes sense for
I'll be
once.
joining you, of course. I'll give you a few prompts, and you can make suggestions based on them. Not as taxing as you thought, right?
You really love the sound of your own voice, don't you?
Come on now, you're Mondstadt's honorary knight. The people trust you. It's only natural for you to have this opportunity to showcase yourself. Now listen up. If you see me make this gesture, it means I think they should forge ahead and seize the opportunity. But if you see me make this gesture, it means I think they should play it safe and avoid being hasty. And if I make this gesture,
Okay.
it means I think they should give up while they're ahead and avoid any emotional overinvestment. You got that,
Okay.
traveler?
I got it.
That's decided then.
Here goes. There is someone I like.
Why do I feel like we know Marvin?
She's cute and hardworking, always helping her family out with the farm work. And sometimes she gets so tired, she takes a nap on a bench by the side of the road.
Is she from the
Oh
city?
gosh. Doesn't sound like it.
She lives in Springvale, quite away from me. And because of my family, let's just say that our families are quite different. My father objects to us being together.
Okay, I see. Interesting.
Marla and I have found a way to work around it. Whenever we want to meet, we go stargazing at Star Snatch Cliff.
Well, sounds like you two are getting along just fine.
We are. So, what I came to discuss today doesn't so much concern Marla as my father. My father is quite conservative and very strict. Still, it's my fault that I've never told him how I really feel. I'm thinking if I use this opportunity.
It's really hard to hear
offer
you,
a
Marvin.
Windblume
You
to
might
my
want to
father,
speak up.
formally ask for his approval at the same time, maybe he'll support us.
What are you planning to say?
I want to tell him that, even though Marla doesn't come from a wealthy family, Her kind heart and hard-working nature are things that Mora can't buy.
I think you should be brave and seize the opportunity.
Yeah, tell him what's in your heart. Use
That's
the love
the
between
signal
you
he
and
did,
Marla
right?
to move him. Shouldn't it be something to celebrate?
I see. Understood. Thank you.
You there! Are you looking for help from the bard? We're his assistants. Why don't you tell us what's on your mind?
Oh, really? Well, okay then. Here goes. I'm just such a huge fan of Mondstadt's idol, Barbara Sama. You must have heard of her. She's the super cute one at the Church of Favonius.
Oh.
Not to mention gentle, and she always lifts the people of Mondstadt's spirits with her smile and songs. I'm such a big fan. I even got a few like-minded friends together, and well, what I mean to say is...
You kind of sound like a creep,
you
Albert.
guessed it. I'm the head of the Barbara fan club.
Oh my gosh.
Huh. Pretty pleased about it too, by the sound of things.
I carry the hopes and expectations of every member of the fan club on my shoulders. At this special time of year, I pledge to send our blessings to Barbara Sama herself. Of course, as a level-headed adult, I would never want to cause her any disturbance. I'm just waiting for my time slot with
Look
the
at
bard so I can
Venti.
explain the plan.
He's giving you those judgmental eyes, Albert.
Take all the flowers picked by our members and turn them into a huge giant flower statue. Then, to give her a huge surprise, place it outside the rear entrance of the church. That's for the love poem. We don't need any help. We're planning to do it on our own and hang it on the statue itself.
Then why are you here?
This giant statue.
Will be about 2 stories high.
That does not sound like a
But
good
it's all in
idea.
good faith, don't you see? When Barbara Sama catches sight of it, she'll feel the burning flames of our everlasting love. So, what do you
Sure,
think?
she will. Yeah, you need to put a stop to this.
A level-headed adult? Huh. More like a dunder-headed infant.
But gifts have to make a lasting impression.
Oh, it'll create a lasting impression, all right. The Knights of Favonius will have you escorted away.
Really?
That is probably very true.
But...
But nothing.
Oh, okay. I got it.
Good.
Thanks for your suggestions, both of you.
He sure left in a hurry.
So, who else needs some help around here?
What are you 3 up to?
Is that Kaya?
Kaya! Are you also here for romantic guidance?
That's the last thing Kaya needs.
It's the greatest bard in town. And now, the greatest romantic advisor in town, no doubt.
Who would have guessed?
Still, don't you have other business to attend to?
Oh, you mean teaching people how to compose love poems?
Exactly that. I heard you were teaching classes in the plaza, so I came right away.
Huh? Kaya? You want to learn how to compose love poems too?
Yeah, I thought Kaya wouldn't need any help in that
I'm
department.
not too shabby. Nevertheless, I'd like to register for the fast track classes.
How come? You're a smooth talker. Do you really need my guidance?
Look at Venti. He's so confused.
The real question is, are you willing to take me on as a student?
Of course! When the Mora comes knocking, who am I to keep the door closed?
Well then, I guess I'm enrolled. And as your student, may I make some reasonable demands?
Of course.
Ha! Paimon knew there was more to it.
Demands? Let's hear them.
As students, aside from attending class, we also need homework exercises.
I
Surely
disagree.
a well-designed course would require us to put our knowledge into practice and then have our teacher correct the poems we compose.
Oh, so like just writing poems? Okay,
You
that's
mean
fine.
Venti has to correct the students' homework?
Precisely. All in exchange for payment, naturally. These are my demands.
Or, to put it another way, I'm actually gonna have to work for a living.
Is that so bad? I just think that with things like this, you should see them all the way through. More fun for everyone involved, don't you think? What do you say?
I feel like Kaya's knack for mischief is at play here. Still, correcting homework. Huh, this is indeed a vital step. And I am curious to see the fruits of my students' labor. Congratulations, Kaya. Your demands have been accepted.
As I expected, a reasonable and down-to-earth teacher.
Hold your horses. I have a demand for you, too.
Cool! A coercion contest.
I guess it's a showdown between the
I will pay
pros.
special attention to your homework and guarantee that you will see improvement in your studies. But as for your tuition fee, some Windblume Festival exclusive apple bloom cider should do the trick. What with you and Master Dainslief being on such good terms and all, that shouldn't be a problem, should it?
Steady now. Let's not overestimate my abilities. Still, one bottle of the good stuff in exchange for your guidance. Not an opportunity to pass up.
I mean, it's true. It's
One bottle? Make that
the
3.
Animo Archon's guidance.
Jeez. Give him an inch and I'll take a mile.
Please, please, please.
Oh my gosh.
Deal.
Venti, you're kind of
Marvelous.
desperate.
Grab some paper and make your way over. Professor Venti's Poetry Masterclass is now in session.
What's the paper the tone-deaf bard pulled out of his pocket? And whose names are those?
Albert, Ellen, Marvin, Timaeus, Kaya, Bennett. Oh, present!
Wow, Bennett's really fired up for this.
So you're Bennett? Excellent. I like your enthusiasm. Make sure to channel that vigor into your poetry. Yes, sir.
Even adventurers
Why
want
is
to learn how
Bennett
to write
here? Are we
poetry.
gonna...
I see
we
this is
gonna
going
get
to
an
be a popular
explanation?
class.
Tone-deaf bard's gonna make a fortune.
My dear students, in a moment, we will gather by the terrace in front of the cathedral, where I will divulge to you my experiences and techniques in the art of poetic composition. After class, I would like every one of you to compose a love poem.
My gosh, I
and
actually
give it to
feel
me
like
for,
I'm in class.
Constructive criticism.
Okay, Venti, no one
As
cares.
for your tuition fees, by all means, wait until the course is over before paying. But don't even think about vanishing. In addition to Mora, payment in alcohol is also warmly welcomed.
A quick question, sir.
Venti,
Does
you have
our
a
special
problem.
arrangement still stand?
But of course! And when the time comes, you can hand in your homework first. Traveler, I'd like you and I to collect the homework submissions together.
Does that fall under the assistant's duties? Do we get paid for this?
Think of it as an initiation into Mondstadt's traditional culture. An opportunity to immerse yourselves in the Windblume Festival. I'm going to great lengths here to make sure you're a part of the festivities.
Okay.
Not to mention, it would entitle you to a share of the remuneration.
The what?
Oh, sir, yes, sir!
Is that like the
Good.
pay?
In that case, when Kaya's finished with his
Look,
homework,
I'm tired.
let's
It's
go
late.
and look for him at the Knights of Favonius headquarters. But for now, I've got classes to teach. Traveler, why not make the most of it and check things out in the meantime?
Wait. I don't know what I'm doing. Ooh, man, I'm so good at this. Oh. Okay. Those ones are bad. That's what I've learned. Claim gift, I guess. I don't know what I did. I guess I have to beat those. Whoa. Okay, where do I go? Oh, I go back up though. Oh, okay, that's not good. The mud things are not good. I'm gonna make sure I make a mental note of that. Yes, I did it. At 2:15. Wow, I got this. I've been playing Kingdom Hearts. Okay, apparently I'm not doing very good. I'm getting way too distracted. Man, I really feel like Venti. Feel my eyes itching. Oh, I really feel like I have to look everywhere. Like official. Oh, I didn't even pass the I didn't even beat Klee. Hi, I'm an adventurer with the Adventurers Guild. Oh, I see how it is.
Wow.
You better talk.
He's got no intention of paying us any mind, huh?
Yes, I'm a traveler.
A traveler, you say? Why are you traveling?
Wow, I didn't expect you to sound like that, to be honest. I'm looking for my brother. Oh. You look interesting.
Well, that's as good a reason as any. Sit down over there, then.
So, guess we've broken the ice. What a weird guy.
That little one beside you.
Oh, she's emergency food.
Not true, and you know it.
It's indeed a good thing to have someone accompany you on your travels. My
You
name's
seem kind of
Dainslief.
depressed.
I suppose you have some business with me?
I was hoping to invite you to adventure with us. We
Sure.
were? What? Wow, that was easy.
But I will require advance payment.
How much?
500 mora, and 3 answered questions. The 500 is a one-time fee, and we'll settle the questions in a moment.
That's it?
That's it.
Wow, this guy is kind of, he's not asking for
Now
much.
Paimon's got a really bad feeling. That kind of compensation can't be right.
It's only 500
thank you.
more.
Now, as for my questions, I'd like you to answer them here and now.
Oh, what happens if I answer them wrong?
The answer to a question says nothing about right and wrong, only about differences in attitude. I only wish to know what your choices are. You need only answer.
Okay.
Question
that's
1.
Scary.
The crisis Mondstadt faced was resolved by an alliance between yourself and that Animo Archon who calls himself Venti.
Excuse me?
Who, in your view, was the key to ending that crisis?
You know that Barbados is Venti?
I know everything that I should.
That's creepy.
Well, answer the question.
I don't even remember the question. Guess it was me?
Is that your answer? I see. Question number 2.
Okay.
Lex Lapis, who has defended Liyue Harbor for millennia on end, used his gnosis to lay down a
Okay, I
contract
need to really
to end all
focus.
contracts, of which the stipulations are still unknown.
Oh, how
Who
do you know
think
that?
will defend Liyue Harbor in the future, now that they've lost their deity?
Everyone in Liyue Harbor.
So that's your answer? I see.
You said the exact same thing
Now
last
for my
time.
final question. This world has people who gained visions, and those who did not.
Yes.
Which of the two do you think hold more importance in the eyes of the gods?
I don't know. Visions are given by the gods, right? And they're called blessings. So it would probably be those with visions, right? But then again, if we look at Zhongli and Venti, they don't really care. They just hand out visions to whomever they please. Perhaps none of them do.
So, this is your answer then? I understand. As I thought, you really are similar to him.
Are you talking about my brother?
I'll take that 500 mora. And now I also understand your views on this world.
Interesting.
As we agree, that said, I only
I
take
just-
commissions
I
related to
didn't
the
mean
Abyss
to do
Order.
that. I have a problem
Like
when it
you,
comes
I
to
am
skipping
currently
these
on a
things.
journey. You intend to find your sibling, while I wish to oppose the Abyss.
I've met a lot of Abyss mages in the past.
Ugh. Those creatures that serve the Abyss are the fangs and claws by which the Order spreads chaos in this world.
Okay.
I have come to Mondstadt this time while on the trail of an Abyss Herald.
An Abyss Herald?
An even more twisted abyssal being. One that commands the Abyss mages. It's possible that they may have been under orders to redirect your path.
Oh,
Wait, what?
That does sound pretty dangerous. Maybe they're looking for a better time to ambush us or something.
They won't defeat me.
We're super duper strong.
That manner, it's just like his.
Are you talking about my brother?
Well then, let's go see
Because,
for
like,
ourselves,
if you know
shall
where
we?
my brother is.
According to the leads I have on hand, the Abyss Order has re-infiltrated the Temple of the Falcon. Let's meet up at the temple. Perhaps your questions about the Abyss will be answered there. This abandoned temple does bear some marks of the Abyss. The Falcon of the West. Though it can soar in the wind, it ultimately does naught but hover under the light of the gods.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Oh, it's nothing. Let's head inside. Just a few Abyss mages? Seems like that herald might have already left.
Could you tell me more about the Abyss Order?
The Abyss. It is chaos, and it is also destruction. It is a morass of inconceivable madness that encroaches upon this world's very foundations.
Okay, that was very descriptive. Thank
That
you.
is why even the Dragon of the East, a servant of a deity, was unable to resist its corrosive powers, and the creatures of the Abyss desire nothing less than the overthrow of a world ruled by the Archons.
You seem to know a lot about the Abyss, Dane.
Well, we do have some history.
He probably was in the Abyss Order. I mean, look at that getup.
I suppose that's as far as chit-chat goes. We should head to Wolvendom. Judging by the traces I'm following, their next appearance may be within the territory of that old wolf. Perhaps we may find our Abyss Herald there. Lord of Wolvendom, great Wolf King of the North,
Yes.
sharp of fang and keen of claw, and yet dwelling here only.
Oh, you know the wolf?
No, nor does it know me. I only know these things because a previous traveling companion of mine once wanted to hear its story. All right.
Was
Let's
that
go
my
see if that
brother,
Abyss Herald has
perhaps?
stopped by
I'm just
here.
saying.
Well, where do we begin? Are you standing here because of these strange bonfires, Dane?
Indeed. See that? Floating above the flames? It's an abyssal spell. Knowing what I do of the Order's habits, they've probably left similar marks behind elsewhere. Let's have a look nearby. It seems that even an Abyss Herald would not wish to make trouble with the Wolf King of the North. We should leave as well.
That makes sense.
If
He was
there's
very
anything
scary the first
praiseworthy
time I
about
fought
that
him.
old wolf, it's his territorial nature.
I've actually only
Now
fought
we're
him
out
once.
of leads. Are we going to have to give up?
No. There is one more place we can go. Let's get a move on that. I'll wait for you at Storm Terror's lair.
Anyway, that's where I'm gonna leave this video. I hope you have a good day and a good night, and goodbye.